Hi YouTube, it's me again. I'm sorry that I haven't recorded a video in a while. I missed last week, but I've had a really hard time. Um, I ended up in the hospital. I was severely dehydrated and my potassium level went really, really low. And I finally decided that I needed to go to the emergency room. I was experiencing still a lot of pressure in my chest, a lot of pain whenever I ate any solid foods, and I started vomiting on and off when I would try to eat solids. So I was really concerned, and after talking to my doctor and the nurses at my surgeon's office, they all suggested that I needed to be hydrated and I needed to have this looked into. So on Thursday of last week, I went into the ER and they admitted me right away. Gave me um, a blood work, and that came back that my potassium was really low and I was really dehydrated. So they gave me vitamins, big vitamin bag, a lot of potassium, which kind of hurts through the IV. So make sure that if you're out there or you've had the surgery that you stay hydrated, that you take your vitamins. You really don't want to end up like I did. Um, and they ended up doing an endoscopy on me. So they went in and looked into my pouch with the camera, and they found that I was suffering from gastritis and I had lesions in my pouch. So they weren't quite ulcers yet, but it was heading in that direction, and that was obviously what was causing all the pain. So I had been on Carafate, and that seemed to help a little tiny bit, but not enough. They gave me Nexium, and that has made all the difference. I stayed in the hospital through Saturday evening and got me rehydrated, got my potassium levels back up to normal. They did do a ultrasound in my abdomen and found that I also have stones in my gallbladder. So they've recommended that I get a hydroscan done and see if it's something that needs to be removed. But I will tell you that after coming back from the hospital, I'm doing much better. I'm finally able to eat solid food. Yay! Very happy about that. I can eat tiny bites, not very much food, but it's a big improvement, and I'm also able to drink a lot more fluid than I was drinking before. Still struggling a little bit with the protein, but I really think that I'm moving in the right direction. Also, that week, my weight kind of stopped. I kind of stayed at the weight that I was at, and I wasn't losing anything. I think that my body was probably in starvation mode, didn't want to get rid of anything that I had. I was probably in shock. But since returning from the hospital, I've lost 3 more pounds, so I'm at a total of 36 pounds lost. That includes my pre-op diet. So I was at 255 to begin with, and now I'm down to 219. So pretty good for 1 month, I think, considering all the issues that I've had. Um, Today I fit into some jeans that I hadn't fit into in a long time. That made me very happy. And today I also went to a support group at um, the hospital that I had my surgery done. My husband and I both went, and we determined that this wasn't the right support group for us. They have another one that's on the beginning of each month, which is for beginners, and I think that that would be a better fit for us, so we're going to try that one out. But it was still nice going and hearing people talk and seeing some people who've had surgery and who are several years away, out of surgery and still doing good. And, they really preached the importance of support, which I agree is important. So I'm excited to go to that beginners group and hopefully run into some of the people that had surgery on the same day that I had and on the same day that my husband had. So for those of you who don't know, my husband also had vertical sleeve done, and he has lost now a total of, I believe, 78 pounds. And he's almost 7 weeks out, so that's really great. I think finally we are both um, at a point where we can eat together now. Um, and it's just much better now that we're both doing well. It was frustrating for a while because my husband was doing great and I was very happy for him, but I wasn't doing great. So it was almost like we were still in a holding pattern, and that's finally easing away, and we're going in, getting into a more of a normal routine. Um, so I'm really happy. I'm glad that I have good news to report, and thank you for everyone who's left me comments on my last video. I'm sorry that I couldn't return, reply to them. I just wasn't doing well at all, but now I'm much better, and hopefully we'll continue to update each week. I think I'll keep it brief and just say that I'm glad to be back. I hope everyone's having a great evening, and thank you so much for watching.